A military helicopter hovers over a capital city that now feels like a war zone.
Now, this is the current update as the tension rises here in Uganda. Yeah, there is, of course, too much that is going on in the dark. And this footage clearly shows you what has been going on during the day in some parts of Kampala and, of course, other regions as people continue to rise up demanding for their stolen victory.
Plunged into an internet blackout. The Ugandan army are fully deployed in Kampala.
Yeah, everywhere. It is soldiers, police, military, and in most cases, some are not putting on police uniform or any identification that they are security operatives.
To silence any dissent on the ground.
A people power!
All this as election votes are tallied and disputed, with President Museveni's gains protected by force through the military led by his own son.
People keep getting picked up by the military and the police as they move out and riot against what they're saying is already a stolen election. We've had tear gas, we've heard live rounds, stun grenades. It's all happening in the heart of the capital city.
The yells of defiance come with a quick clear out, but their message is simple.
Right now, people have voted Bobi Wine. He has been cheated of his vote.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I'm a Ugandan. We went to the polling stations. The materials arrived late.
And on top of that, immediately after the voting started, all you could hear is Bobi Wine, Bobi Wine, Bobi Wine, Bobi Wine, Bobi Wine. I can testify to you through this video. Just watch this. Now, of course, he's commonly known as Bobi Wine, but on the ballot paper, there is his real name, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. As the counting started, all polling stations, all you could hear is one name, Kyagulanyi, 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 Kyagulanyi. And all of a sudden, police, military, and the army stopped the counting and they took over the polling stations. And of course, people started celebrating, they started chanting, they started, the jubilation. Okay, that is just a sample. Let's get back to this.
Why? He has been cheated of his vote.
How do you know that?
I'm a Ugandan. We went to the polling stations. The materials arrived late.
Support for opposition leader Bobi Wine is a dangerous sentiment, with men being beaten and taken away. And even our filming is no longer welcome.
We're pulling out of the city center. We've been held by dozens of military officers, heavily armed, who told us we were not allowed to film, that this is not election day. We were threatened and eventually released. But it's been made very clear that they don't want the world to see what they're doing here in Kampala today.
Of course, these are journalists attached to Sky News. You've heard very well, they were detained, but later on they were released because the army, the military did not want them to film and show the world what is currently going on in Uganda. Remember, the entire country is still under a total internet shutdown.
The chaos around town is only ramping up as news spreads of votes being wrongly declared.
I have the right to speak. Don't silence my voice.
And tally centers turn into battlegrounds.
We have Ugandans that have voted, and this is their right to choose a leader. So I don't know, the international community, what can they do for us? Because us Ugandans, we have tried to fight. We have come out and voted, and we have requested without violence.
This is protesting vote.
The security forces close in,
It's a protesting vote.
and they're not here for show. They take him away Another arrest added to the hundreds
My name is Senyondo Sulaiman. They are arresting me over process.
held for demanding democracy. Yusra Al-Bagir, Sky News.
Of course, they have arrested very many of our comrades, and of course, they are still arresting very many. Many have been shot dead. Very many have been shot dead. Actually, photos of soldiers picking up dead bodies together with a Red Cross have started circulating social media. Anyway, I'll be showing you that later on, but let me first also show you this.
Clouds of tear gas, smoke and running citizens. Clashes between protesters and police erupted in Uganda on the eve of the announcement of the presidential election results. The protests come as incumbent President Yoweri Museveni is leading with almost 75% of the votes, according to provisional polls. At the same time, the party of leading opposition candidate Bobi Wine said that Wine had been forcibly taken to an unknown location by the armed forces, which are controlled by Museveni. The claim has not been verified so far, and senior party officials are also awaiting confirmation.
No, that has been confirmed, and a while ago, of course, His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu's house was raided by soldiers, and they broke into his house, forcefully removed him, taken him away using a military helicopter to an unknown location. Up to now, at the time of making this video, no one knows the whereabouts of His Excellency Bobi Wine.
Wine alleged massive voter fraud in the election. Meanwhile, according to police and a local MP, violence broke out on Friday in the countryside near Kampala. While accounts of the events vary, several people were reportedly killed.
Now, yes, of course, that is also an update that is very crucial as the tension continues to rise. Now, I promised you photos of police together with military picking up dead bodies. Of course, take a look at that. Take a look at that. Those photos started circulating this evening. Now, a close look at this. Of course, this is Uganda Red Cross Society, and you see armed men in uniform, fully armed to the teeth, dressed, their faces masked, and then on the side of this other, of course, this is in Kampala. You can read the poster at the top of that pole. Woman MP Kampala district. Yeah, this is in Kampala. That can tell someone will, how do you identify that this is Kampala? No, a close look at the poster can tell you that this is Kampala district. And this other side, Lord Mayor Balimwezo. Now, I wanted to show you the masked men. Of course, these are the guys that have been brutalizing supporters of His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert during the campaign trail. Here they are again with the sticks. You can see that on this other side. Yeah, beating up everyone. Of course, you can see blood on the floor. Yeah, there is blood on the floor. Yeah, anyway, many more photos. I can't show you each and everything, but I just wanted to confirm to you, for those who were in the doubt whether His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert was picked up or actually not him alone. The two were abducted this evening. That is His Excellency Bobi Wine together with his wife Babi Itungo Kyagulanyi. But as I speak now, the latest update I receive on my desk, different parts, especially major cities, the tension is still high. Abductions continue to be conducted. Shooting, tear gas, sounds of live bullets. Now, Sky News tried as much as it could to follow up on this matter, and it also came up with an update, and I wanted to share that with you as well.
Some breaking news coming out of Uganda, where a controversial presidential election is currently taking place. We're hearing from opposition leader Bobi Wine's party, National Unity Platform, on X that an army helicopter has landed in Bobi Wine's compound and forcibly taken him away to an unknown destination. The following post also appeared on the National Unity Platform social media account, saying regime security operatives deployed at the residence of Robert Wine have deliberately cut off electricity supply to the home and destroyed the electric fence along the perimeter. Bobi Wine's private security guards have been violently assaulted despite having committed no offence. With the residents now under complete darkness, these operatives are attempting to forcibly break into the house, raising grave concerns about their intentions. And then also the post, an army helicopter has landed in Bobi Wine's compound and forcibly taken him away to an unknown destination. That presidential campaign has been marred by violence, the current president ruling out foul play, something which the opposition leader's campaign team says is definitely happening. He's on track for a landslide defeat.
Now,
keep me quiet.
Of course, the other thing, of course, regional social organizations continue to stand in solidarity with Uganda. I just landed also on this other update from Vocal African leaders, of course, standing in solidarity with Uganda. We continue to ask the world to stand with Uganda. Yes, that is our humble request. Now, I want you to as well...
long live Uganda, long live!
Long live!
Forward to democracy, forward!
Forward!
Down dictatorship, down!
Down!
Viva East Africa, viva!
Viva!
As the Republic of Uganda prepares to go to the polls tomorrow, January 15th, 2026, a coalition of regional civil society organizations and Pan-African defenders of democracy issues this urgent indictment of the electoral process. We strongly condemn the Electoral Commission of Uganda, the EC, for its gross incompetence and apparent complicity in sabotaging the democratic process. There is a general consensus across the political aisle that the Electoral Commission cannot preside over a credible election.
Following the 2021 ban on joint election monitoring, the regime has transferred observer accreditation to the military-led Crime Intelligence Department.
Imagine.
This violates the African Charter on Democracy, Elections and Governance. Simultaneously, the government is criminalizing social media engagement. Over 10 activists have been remanded for up to 6 years for merely expressing displeasure with the president, his wife, his children, or the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Annette Among. We vehemently condemn the National NGO Bureau's January 12th decision to suspend the operating permits of leading organizations, including Chapter 4 Uganda, ACFIM, HRNJU, and the Uganda National NGO Forum, among others. The government has also banned the media from broadcasting protests or announcing results. Over 10 journalists have been brutalized and media houses intimidated with closure. Outlets have been banned from covering the president or parliament for objective reporting on the speaker and her husband. Furthermore, we call out the regime for the nationwide internet shutdown initiated yesterday, January 13th at 6 p.m. This blackout will mask the true extent of human rights abuses. We are also concerned by the continuous illegal detention, enforced disappearances, and trumped-up charges of many Uganda activists, including Dr. Sarah Birite, a renowned human rights defender and CSO leader.
The security forces have systematically brutalized opposition candidates. The military and the police clobbered the leading opposition candidate with canes in Gulu and watched as goons pelted him with stones in Kiru. Security has used live ammunition on peaceful citizens, killing at least 10 so far, and unleashed dogs on supporters. Most alarmingly, a criminal gang calling itself the NRM Ghetto Brigade, led by Major Emmanuel Kutesa and operating under another soldier, Chris Dumulira, who is the head of crime intelligence, has openly declared intent to rob, brutalize, and kill anyone holding a Ugandan flag.
We call upon the international community, the East African community, and all democratic nations to 1. Refuse recognition, prepare to reject any fraudulent results produced by this compromised and violent electoral process. 2. To impose accountability, immediately implement targeted sanctions and travel bans against officials in the Electoral Commission, the National NGO Bureau, and the security forces responsible for this crackdown. And that includes the military, Ghetto Brigade, and crime intelligence, as well as their commander-in-chief, Yoweri Museveni himself.
All right. Of course, those are... That's a group from Vocal Africa. And yes, tension continues to rise. And the last that I want to share with you on the same case is this update from Mukono, where citizens, of course, took to the streets to, of course, demand for their victory. This has been Mukono district, of course, within the central region. Yeah, it has been tear gas, live bullets, of course, very many arrested and very many injured, as well as being shot at. The number of people that have been killed, of course, as of now, we can't tell. We can't tell because some of these incidents are not recorded, and we get updates not in real time due to the fact that the internet continues to be off. Of course, I'll keep you posted. But as of now, that's the situation. Like I told you, I'm now unable to share with you the number of people that have been killed. But at least I know of 6 from a place called Bunamwaya. I know from the home of the Deputy President for His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, a gentleman by the name Mwanga Chivumbi. 10 people were murdered at his home. Soldiers raided the house, shot live bullets at his house, murdered. I think I can share with you that video as well. Let me see if I have. But anyway, I'll give it to you in the next update. But as of now, stand with Uganda.